I'm going to show you a book I made for my niece Anna. She loves the sea. She's very smart and she likes to learn things. So even though she's young, this is not a cartoonish one. This was one I hope she can learn from and take with her on her adventures and hopefully fill it full of photos that I can look at someday. A lot of the images from in here are from the internet because I wanted some that had labels on them for her to learn by. I'm also going to show you a lot of the mistakes I made, so hopefully if you're making an album you don't make the same mistakes, and hopefully she'll forgive me for my mistakes. So on with it here. It's called Fintastic Tales. The name, it does come from the Lawn Fawn stamp set, however I did create this one in Photoshop and print it out because I wanted the fin to stick up in the N and the A for the two words, so that's what I did. Here are the papers I used for this one. This is the main paper. This was the one that gave me a little bit of the inspiration. I love this paper. I think it's very nice. Not too cartoony, but a lot of illustration in it, which I like. I use this one for a couple of tags because I like the graph and the lines. I used this one mainly because of this anchor paper right here and because of the colors and the wood grains. I like that. I used it on a few places in here. I only used one piece of this paper, but it works nice in an ocean themed book because the gauze looks like a fishing net. And I used just a little bit of this paper in it, not much. I think maybe one sheet, maybe two. But those are the papers I used. For the stickers, most of the stickers in this are K & Company and one sheet of these Paper Studio. And these are kind of thicker chipboard stickers, and even though they're not with the collection, they work really well with this collection. I really like these, but they're not chipboard, but they're not thin either. They're pretty sturdy. And then, of course, a lot of the K & Company stickers, and I used quite a few of them. So those are the majority of the stickers I used. For this tag, like I said, I printed out the Fintastic Tales. I hand wrote by Anna. That's my niece's name. It is cream cardstock, and then I kind of distressed it with walnut stain ink. This is the die I used for these. Very nice die set. I really like this. Both of them have a different stitched element to them, and they have these little extras that you can use for the eyelets. I'm really happy with these, and they're called Make a Tag number 6. This little fish is from the K & Company. This little wooden bauble here is from the collection at Michael's, and they have several different kinds. They're really cute. They're over in the scrapbooking section. This is one of those thick stickers, and I did not have a postage stamp die, so I just glued it to cardstock, craft paper, and then I used my Pinkin shears, just the regular old Fiskars Pinkin shears to make it look like a stamp. Turned out pretty cute. I was pretty happy. This is a paper out of the collection, some lace ribbon, some twine ribbon. This is brown cardstock. Run through an embossing folder, and then I used the Nouveau paste on it to give it the gold color, the embellishment mousse. I really like this stuff. I'm pretty happy with it. Just use this little dauber and rub it on there, and it gives a really nice look to an embossing folder, or to embossed paper, I'm sorry. And then on the spine, again, another one of those little stickers, and then I put some glossy accents on the top of it. It's kind of hard to tell in this picture, but there's glossy accents on there. And then plain paper in the back. So and this lady right here is a mermaid. I got her pre-made, but I did not like her colors that she had originally. And I was going to change her to gold, and I never did get around to that. But her fins were just not working for me for my color combination. So this is the package she came in. I got her at Joann's, and this was her original tail, and then I tried to put gold paste on it to see if that would help, but I just was not happy with it. So I dissected her, sewed this out of some flannel I had in my stock. I actually She's very soft, but she's filled with just regular old seed beads. So, and then the tail is made from some lace trim. And I just cut a piece off and glimmer misted it and then sewed it on upside down for her little tail. And then she has some little lace at the top, and she has some sequin ribbon at the top to keep her all together. I don't know if you can tell, but on my tags in my paper, you can see it a little bit, but I have this glimmer mist. I'm really happy with it. I found it at Tuesday Mornings, and it's very pretty, very subtle. You do want to spray it from quite a ways away, and it will get all over everything, but otherwise you're going to have splotchy pieces. Shake it well before you use it, but I'm really happy with it. It's very beautiful. Very, very light shimmer on everything. And then those are the Nuvo drops. I use them a couple times in here. You'll see them a few times. I love these things. I have almost every color. In fact, I can show you really quick because I love my Nuvo drops. You can see I have quite a collection of them. So, sorry for that pan. My book cover is 7.5 by 5.5, and you can see some of my mess ups right here. Measure twice, count once is a very good rule. I did not do that, and my spine is longer than my cover pieces, and so my corners were tapered, and it just looks not so great. But I didn't know how to fix it, and I wasn't going to tear it all apart to do it, so it's just going to be what it is. So measure several times, cut accurately for your covers because it really does show once you cover it with that paper. Another mistake that I made was using the glue, which was, it's a great glue. I found a new glue. I love it. But rather than turn the paper over and spread the glue out nice and even, I just left it in swirls and forgot to do that part. And so I have lines in there. That's why I use such a big tag in the center. I have the glue lines and I don't like them. But the glue itself, I love. This is the glue I'm using. I was given a bottle by my local craft store to try, and I went back and bought 4 more bottles because I love this stuff. It is wet enough that you can move things around, but it gets tacky pretty quick and grabs hold and dries very solid. Very solid. So this little tag in the background is glued on with that, and I kind of curled up the ends, and this is just put on with foam tape to get a little bit more dimension, but to keep it where it is so it's covered my mistake in the middle. Just some twine here, baker's twine and regular old jute twine. A few charms on here. A little bit of chain. That charm I bought separately, but all these other little charms came on my mermaid doll and when I tore her apart. So anyway, that's the outside. Now for the first page, I made her a little book, and it's using one of those stickers, and it's called Marine Studies. It's for her to keep some notes and things like that, and her little journal she can have. She can put photos in here. She can do whatever she wants. It's her book. Let me just get it untied here. I stitched the binding, which turned out pretty cute. And then I made the little pages for her. So she's got different pages she can write things on. And stamp little images in the corners and stamp the little check box. And put her a couple of quotes in there. So it turned out pretty cute. I'm pretty happy with it. For the stamps, the seashells, I took this set and cut it apart, these ones, and used them in the corners. Sorry. I thought it turned out really cute. For the actual check boxes on this, these are from the dollar spot from Michael's. It's just a little checklist stamp. I think it was $1.50 maybe. Just a little pocket here. One of the stickers, paper from the collection. Another one of the little hard stickers. I'm going to put that in while I'm doing this. It's a little bit of a tight fit. This image I took from the internet. I loved it. It was a sea turtle. And I printed it out, backed it with a journaling card I had in my stash. inked up the edges, and I used my sewing machine to sew again. Love this. I'm going to tell you a tip though while we're talking about this, but first I wanted to see, you can see the sparkle and shine there. I love that. That's from Wink Stella. And if you don't have one of these in your stash, you definitely need to get one. It's one of the best things ever for adding just a little bit of sparkle without overdoing with glitter. Love it. Anyway, so for sewing, if you're going to do it, what I did was make this little card. And so I would know my stitch lengths and styles. I sewed a little bit, wrote next to it what it was, sewed a little bit more at a different setting, wrote the setting down, sewed a little bit more so that I could, when I went back to sew something, I knew exactly what size setting, or what setting I needed for the size stitch I wanted on that particular card. I also did the same thing for my straight stitches, which mainly did the length on them, not necessarily, you know, the width, because it's a straight stitch, but this helped a lot. I went back to it several times. This is a wave die from Mama Elephant, and I love the die, but I need to work on using it better because I had a hard time lining up pattern paper with it after I cut this. And that's just me because I never used them before. This was my first time using this die, and so I just need to practice more. It's a wonderful die. I love the stitched effect. I love the wave effect. It's a beautiful die. This is just a paper from the collection. This is one of those stickers, and I bagged it. And then I used this little brad. Now something I'm going to tell you that I did do right for once. I laid out my pages, laid out all of my papers, page by page, and then added my brads and magnets as I needed to so I didn't have to rip any papers up. My other book I made, I didn't plan that far ahead, and that was the problem. So, but this one I did a much better job at that, so they're behind the main papers instead of on top or having a little square piece there or something. So this little brad came from this collection. I used a couple of them out of here and it worked out well. This one is a little compass. Turned out really cute. Use it with the sticker. This is another sticker from the collection. And then this is the pull out for this page. So this is one of the images as I was talking about. I pulled from the internet, and it's labeling the parts of the dolphin. I add a little bit of Wink Stella to the dolphin. You can see it shimmer. I put a little journaling card over here and a little tag, little pocket. And then on the back side is another journaling card I had in my stash, and I just rounded the corners and inked it and put it on here. So they're nice, good sized journaling cards. So she should have plenty of room to write down her notes and all her adventures, hopefully. And the next page, this one I used a magnet on. I will tell you a mistake I made with my magnets. I should have planned just a little better for their placement because quite a few of them I placed where the journal tags go, and so there's too much material for them to get a good hold. I will plan better next time, but they are under the paper, which is a step in the right direction. So this one works okay because it's out here far enough, but some of them I have like underneath where my journaling tags are, and they just don't work as well. So I learned from my mistakes, and I'll do better next time. But these are a lot of the stickers from the collection, and they have a lot of mirror images, so you can use them as tags, pull tags. Anyway, they're really cute. Again, something with the wave dies, some more of the stickers, and these little journaling cards I made. Again, images from the internet, and backed with cardstock. This one has a little spot so you can tuck something underneath it. And this one is stamped. And this stamp was this one. It's a wooden one. I believe it's from Hobby Lobby. So, turned out cute. I'm really happy with them. And I used some Spellbinders label dies on that to create those tags. So there's the magnet you can hear. I use little strips of paper in between my seams this time, which I like better than the washi tape. This seems to stay down just a little bit better. I'm still not 100% happy, and I'll experiment some more with a couple other different methods, but this one's working okay. So this page is pretty simple. Another one of those stickers backed, glued on here. I love this paper with the lobster, one of my favorites. This is an envelope I had from my stash. I'm pretty sure it's either Tim Holtz or Seven Gypsies. These are some tags I also had in my stash, and I glued them together because I love graph paper and I love note paper. So that worked, and then I just used the little tag topper from the front tags and put on there, I believe. And another one of those little stickers. So she has a little spot for journaling and or photos, whatever she wants to do there. The tag for this page, again, some stickers for the pull part. This is some of the images from the internet that I found. Love them. I probably wouldn't come out this far on these again because this little head is flimsy and it's probably going to get bent, and I wasn't really thinking about that. And I would not have cut these notches with these tags because they don't line up with this, and so it kind of looks funny. I would have just kept this as a straight edge, but that's okay. Live and learn, right? It'll work. I do like this for other albums, just not for this album. Now this page, I love sea turtles. They're so cute. This page is magnetized also, and I did okay finding the placement on this one. This is a couple of the stickers. And it just opens up a lot of the stickers down here in this little corner pocket. And then I made another little card, and here's one of the ones I stitched. I didn't keep it very straight, but I figured with a sailor's journal or a marine biologist, nothing is going to be completely straight anyway. So I thought it added a little bit to the feel of the journaling cards to have them a little bit crooked. So anyway, that's how it turned out. I thought they were cute. And that just slips behind there. And this page, I adore this whale. It is one that was in the collection. This is a chipboard sticker, and then in one of the other packages they had just a thinner cardstock one that was double-sided. So see, I did the wave thing here, and it's really hard to match the paper up on this, but on this whale I just did this one on this side. So even though that's not quite the same, it almost looks like there's two whales swimming in the ocean when you look at that one. And I just love that whale. I think it's so cute. That stamp is a wooden stamp. I believe I got it at probably Hobby Lobby. Either Hobby Lobby or Joann's. That's typically where I get my wooden stamps. And this is the page. The little bird and the little fish are stickers from the collection. Those are the Nuvo drops. And papers from both collections. And he has a magnet. That's one of the ones where I have too much paper behind it, so it doesn't hold very well. But that's okay. Another one of the pull-out tags, and it has some more images that are labeled, so she can learn her parts. She loves sharks. I think those are one of her favorites, so hopefully she'll get a kick out of this. This little page has a little envelope, and it's magnetized so it can stay there or it can come out. And inside, probably should have left that tied. Dang it, because that's hard to tie. I just did a couple of the little paper pieces that came with the sticker collections. So they're really cute, and that's one of the stickers too. And the die for the envelope is from Diamond Dies. It's really cute. It comes with an envelope and a little letter piece. I just used the envelope and used some of the tags that came with the collection. And then this pulls down. It's magnetized as well. Just really large spots for journaling and stuff. And it turned out rather cute. I'm pretty happy with it. And then up here it has a pocket for some tags. And these are made with the same die that I used on the front page, only the smaller one from the set. And I did some stamping, some twine, and I punched a little hole in one of the papers and used one of the seashells from the paper, or from the sticker collection. This one, same thing, just use some of those, use some twine, and put them together. They turned out pretty cute. I'm pretty happy with them. Just put back down in there. And then it goes back on there. So it just holds it up there with the magnet. So I'll put the ribbon back on it though. This page turned out pretty cute too. This little swing tab uses one of the brads from the brad collection from earlier. And the swing tab itself, I punched two kinds of cardstock out and glued them together. I used this die. I used that one. And it turned out rather nice. I'm pretty happy with it. This was a metal sticker. There came 3 in the package. That was one of them. There's another one in the back, and then I didn't use the third one. So the swing tag opens here. You open this. Some papers, some more stickers from the collection. Again, some more. Let's see. This one is some journaling cards I had in my collection, and I just glued 2 of them together back to back for this one. And this one is an image I found from the internet again, stitched around the edges, and backed it with a journaling card I had in my collection. So that's that page. And this just shuts like that. And this one is another one of those where I printed the images and put them on this for her to pull out and look at and write on whatever she wants to do. And these are some more of the things from the collection. Okay, this page I made a mistake on. I put a pocket up here for journaling cards, but then when you open this and it touches those other journaling cards, it's too tall. So I had to take the journaling cards out of the top. But there's a little pocket there, so if she wants to stick something in it, she can. I just did not put anything in it because I couldn't lift it afterwards. So this is a ship from the collection, and there's 2 of them actually. I glued one down, then popped one up with some things, so it kind of looked like a shadow effect. This is a sticker from one of the collections. This opens, and it has a magnet, but that's one of the ones where I have a lot of stuff there, so it holds, but not super great. I tried to stamp an image there, but that's that gauze paper, and it did not work out so well for me. I still think it looks pretty, and I still like it. It just didn't work so well. This is the stamp I used, a mermaid stamp. Another one of the journaling cards where I found the images from the internet, and of course you can see how bad I sewed on this one. That's awful. But it'll work as a journaling card. And then a lot of stickers from the collection, some little glass stickers, and then this. And this is just a little half page, so she can open it. And this is the other metal piece from that little set I showed you of 3. And some journaling cards I had in my collection. And it just kind of flips like that. And I created a pocket here. And a couple more journaling cards. I had to have that mermaid in here, so I did stamp her on something else. I gave her glimmer mist in her hair and her tail. I put Nuvo drops as the flower in her hair, and I put a little seashell sticker on her. And then she has whales on this side, which I love these images. They're so nice. This one, stitched sharks. She loves sharks, so this is her sharks page. And then again, stitched all around. So a lobster paper on the back. I love the lobster in this collection. I think it's so cute. So that is the end of the book. That is for Miss Anna. And I hope she enjoys it as much as I enjoyed making it.